Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Lex here. Okay, I haven't done anything like this before, so we're gonna try it. And what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna give you some recommendations for hockey romance, okay? Reason why is I'm a big hockey fan. I have been since I was younger. And the Stanley Cup finals are probably going to be over tonight because if Carolina comes back and wins, they win the Stanley Cup tonight. So this is going to be all about recommendations to help you get through until the next hockey season. All right. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books to recommend to you. There is more on my actual Instagram. I have posted this past week, and then you can check that out in the description down below. And then let's get into the recommendations. Okay, first recommendation is The Rookie Move by Serena Bowen. Okay, so this is Leo and Georgia's book. So what this is all about is Leo is trying to be a successful NHL player, and he's trying to get over his lost love who broke his heart. Georgia is that person who broke Leo's heart, and she is the publicist for the team that Leo plays for. And this is like a second chance romance for them. So this is all about them. There's 2 more books in the series, and then it's like breaks off into another whole different, it's not the whole different, it's the same like team, but it goes under a different name for like the series title is what I'm trying to tell you. So the series title changes after the first 3 books. So the first 3 books are one series title, and then the 4th book is under a different series title. But I loved the first 4 books in this series, so definitely check them out. This is the Brooklyn Bruisers series, I believe. I think it is. If you don't, you can check it out on Goodreads and figure out what the actual series is named. So this is part of a series. You can read it as standalone, but this is the first book. You can read the other 3 books in the series on their own. You don't need to know anything about the people unless you want the backstory of Leo. All right. So that's the first book. Next book is Mile High. Cannot get enough of Liz Tomforty's books. Okay. So this is Stevie and Xander's book. Stevie was a flight attendant. She worked for the hockey team that Xander plays for, and she does not care about his bad boy reputation and doesn't want anything to do with it. And this book is also plus size heroine because Stevie's plus size. Gotta love it. Love everything that Xander does in this book to reassure her of her plus size representation. All right, just I love it so much. All right, so that is another recommendation for you. All right, next recommendation is Face Off by Chelsea Corto. This is Emerson and Maverick's book. So Emerson is a girl, and she gets drafted, or not, she doesn't get drafted. She gets moved up from the AHL to the NHL to play on Maverick's team. And Maverick walks into their first meeting thinking that Emerson's a boy and not a girl, and she ripped him a new one. And it was so good. And Maverick becomes very protective over her throughout the book. So this book was amazing. You definitely need to check out the audiobook. The audiobook just came out, and the audiobook was super good. So definitely check out this book. All right, they're both play hockey actually on the same team. All right, next book is it's called Breakaway by Grace Riley. Okay, I have the I don't even know which edition this is. This is cover to cover book edition. All right, so this is cover to covers. I don't have the other covers because I got rid of them, and I like my special editions more, so I kept this one. So this is Cooper and Penny's book. So Cooper is a college hockey player, and he usually is a playboy. All right, so he's a playboy, and he's going through a dry spell lately. And he is trying to build himself up to become the future of an NHL team, and making that happened with being named the captain of the team. Okay, so Penny is the coach's daughter. So this is her story. There is some trigger warnings in here. I don't want to mention them. I know there was trigger warnings where he is trying to help her get through the traumatized portions of her life, especially when they become sexually active. She also was a figure skater at one point, and an incident from that ruined her life. So just warning for trigger warnings with this. Also, there is a cute animal that pops up in this book as well. So definitely check it out. All right, next one. I just read this book. Read it in May, I think, and it's The Endgame by Willa Gray. And this is Eleanor and Matthew's book. So Matthew is a hockey player. He is pushing the envelope to when he should retire. He's actually on the later side of his career. Eleanor is wanting a fresh start, away from all the trauma she's had because her mom passed away and from her grieving dad. So she wanted a fresh start in this new town. She got a job there, and she does not like to drive because of the incident that took her mom. And so you find all this out. But she walks everywhere she goes. She walks into Matthew's best friend's bar. They strike up a conversation. They didn't exchange numbers, but Matthew keeps going back to his best friend's bar just so he can see if she will show back up and hopefully get her number. And so it was supposed to be a friends with benefits types of arrangement, but it turns into more. So definitely check out this book. Hi, babe. All right, the next one is the Offsides. This is what? This is Rules of the Game, Book 1 from Avery Keelan. This is the first book. It's a nice chunky book. Okay, so this is Bailey. This is her book with, what's his name? Chase. So Bailey just got broken up on her 21st birthday, and she goes right into the arms of her ex's biggest competitor. And Chase is a womanizer, okay? So he's a womanizer, he's a playboy type of thing. And he is the winger for his college's rival team. And it's their romance. I haven't read this book in a while, but I remember loving it. I think I gave it 5 stars. But I did enjoy the book. I didn't like how big it was, so definitely look out for that. I know the audiobook was really good because I read it with the audiobook. All right, so this book is definitely good. So we're gonna jump right into the second book, which is less chunky than its predecessor. So we got Shut Out by Avery Keelan. This is between, I think this is Tyler and Seraphina's book, and Tyler calls Seraphina I think it's Tinkerbell, because she dressed up as Tinkerbell at one of the Halloween parties. And so she moves in with her older brother. Her older brother is on the hockey team, which is Chase, and this is older brother's best friend. That's what it is. So older brother's best friend, and her life gets turned upside down. I don't remember exactly what happens, but her life turns upside down. She moves in with her brother, and her brother is the hockey player Chase. So this is Seraphina's and Tyler's book, also known as Tinkerbell and Hades, okay? Because that's what they call each other based off of what they dressed up as at a Halloween party. All right, my next book is Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I gave up my traditional copy because I like the indie copy way better than the traditional copy. So I stayed with the indie copy. This is Rise. I think it's Rise. And Sadie's book. Okay, Rise is back. He took a nasty fall and I think he hit his head or hit something, got a concussion, and he is trying to bounce back from that hit in the next season. Sadie is an ice skater who takes care of her younger brothers because her dad is a piece of crap. And this book is super sweet. Definitely check your trigger warnings in this book. Rise takes care of Sadie's and her brothers. So does the parents. And it's just absolutely amazing book to read. Audiobook is amazing as well. So you might as well check that out as well. All right. And then my last book that I want to talk about, as all my books fall. Okay, so the next one is Iced Out by Veronica Eden. This is the start of her Heston U series. So this is between Easton and Maya. Easton is trying to get involved with Maya. Maya is actually Maya's brother is on the hockey team, and they're rivaled against Easton's team. So, kind of rivalry type of vibes in this book. He's a playboy, if I remember correctly. He's a playboy, but wants her. And he is trying to make sure that she falls in love with him. And that's what this book is all about. There is also a prequel to this, which is really good. It's a novella. There is a book coming after this that's coming out in July, at the end of July. And I'm super excited about that because we have not seen anything in this series in over 2 years. So I'm super excited. And then there's a standalone, which is called Matching All the Way, right? Yeah, Matching All the Way. It is assistant coach's book as well. So you can check out all of those books. I also just want a reminder that you can check out all these recommendations because I have more recommendations and also mention some of the books in this video in my Instagram posts from this week. You can go check it out. It's in the description down below. If you like this video and you like this type of content from me, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.